Audio report City Planning. Copyright 2019 by BISAM Urban Real Estate Society Institute. All rights reserved. No part of this report may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted, in any form or by any means, in any written, electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording or otherwise. This report is for personal use only. You cannot amend, distribute, sell, use, quote or paraphrase any part or the content within this report. While the author have used his efforts in preparing this report, the author make no representation or warranties with respect to the accuracy or completeness of the content of this report, and specifically disclaimer any implied warranties of merchantability or fitness for a particular purpose. The author assumes no responsibility for any errors or omissions. No liability is assumed for damages that may result from the use of information contained within this report. The author is not licensed as any broker or dealer. Nothing herein is intended as brokerage, investment, tax, legal advice, as an offer or solicitation of an offer to sell or buy, or as an endorsement, recommendation, or sponsorship of any company or fund. Edit, read only. The content of this report is mainly of the nature of general comment only, and does not represent professional advice. It is not intended to provide specific guidance for particular circumstances, and it should not be relied on as the basis for any decision to take action or not take action on any matter which it covers. You should obtain professional advice where appropriate, before making any such decision. Edit, read only. The author accepts no liability whatsoever for any direct or consequential loss arising from any use or this report. The content contained herein may not be suitable for your situation. The author shall not be liable for any loss of profit or any other commercial damages, including but not limited to special, incidental, consequential, or other damages. You bear responsibility for your own research and decisions, should seek the advice of a professional before making any action, and investigate and fully understand any and all risks before any your action. No responsibility can be taken for any results or outcomes resulting from the use of this report. Edit, read only. You agree that no legal action can be taken against the author. Any use of the content of this report is at your own risk. If any legal action happened by any chance, you agree that it will be treated at Yokohama District Court as exclusive agreement jurisdiction court in Japan under law of Japan. Edit, read only. The author has the right to change any content of this report to, but not limited to, modify, discontinue, disable, terminate and so on at any time, without any prior notice, permission, and so on at any time. Ginza Rule. As of July 8, 2019. Attended seminar details. Title: District Plan Ginza Rule, The Future of Ginza and Design Review 2019. Held date: July 8, 2019. Place: Ginza, Chuo Ward, Tokyo, Japan. Organizer: Ginza Makidokuri Council. Contents: Reporting session from Ginza Makidokuri Council about the acting of District Plan Ginza Rule and Design Review 2019. Summary. Ginza Design Council run by Ginza Makidokuri Council was formally specified by Chuo Ward on 8 November 2006. Development company or so have to have a meeting with this council before starting their project to consider and discuss with members like this council, local residents, and specialists about all related matters like constructions, color and design of advertisement and others. In case of large-scale development, they would be added their area contribution in Ginza. This system is a part of procedure to give permission to develop by Chuo Ward, which means this system has to be taken by each company to deal with it. They are doing various kinds of activity which are totally focusing on keeping Ginza style in constructions, advertisement, traffic rules, or so. Ginza Rule Covered Area. From Ginza 1 Chome to 8 Chome. Coverage topics to discuss about city planning. Formal. new constructions in site area of more over 100 square meter, and being needed of confirmation application of building. Actual, building being under 100 square meter. Constructions not needed for application. Construction works for renewal or changing exterior because of changing tenants and so on. Advertisement design on facade, rooftop, safety fence, and so on to let them fit Ginza style. Explanation about a construction for new or demolition. Holding events etc. However, after 2008 dealing with advertisement design has been mainly done because of big influence to give Ginza area. This council has treated matters above of around 2,500 pieces around in 15 years. Dealing with tasks of town development. Changing a part of district plan. Deregulating for inviting many hotels fitting in Ginza style. Removing deregulations for keeping adequate number of residents. Making traffic regulation fit current situation of Ginza. Continuing to discuss for better use with local police office, traffic government office and so on etc. Design Review 2019. Advertisement, Primahem more sophisticated, Haler digital sign, Matsuya Ginza wall wide ad. Art on shops wall, Mitsukoshi hanging screen, MGM digital sign, Dior digital sign. Building design, Vodka Veniga bag imaginable. Landscape, land of an ex-Sony building Green Park now. Reference, Ginza Makidokuri Council website, Japanese, https://www.ginzamakidokuri.jp/transition of Ginza rule. In former Building Standard Law of Japan in 1964, maximum height of any constructions is restricted to 31 meter. Moreover, after bringing in total floor area ratio to the law, it seemed many issues happened related to reconstruction or landscape. That was why Ginza rule was made to keep Ginza style by a corporation of local government office and residents including owners of shops, cafes, restaurants, or so at the time. According to Ginza rule, maximum height of construction expanded from 13 meter to 56 meter. Besides, after the Urban Renaissance Special Measure Law was made in 2001, a skyscraper plan of ex-Matsuzakaya, now, Ginza 6, commercial building, and also reconstruction plan of old Kabukaiza, Kabuki Theater, now, new Kabukaiza, with an office building appeared because that law can soften of restriction of total floor area ratio, which meant maximum height could expand so that a skyscraper could appear more without Ginza rule. After discussion with Ginza Design Council, finally maximum height was decided to 56 meter regardless of any law. Reference, Ginza Wikipedia, Japanese, https://ja.wikipedia.org/wiki/%e9%8%80%e5%ba%a7. City Planning View. Have you ever been to Ginza? Ginza is actually one of the most famous merchant place in Japan in terms of that history, numbers of merchant facilities, luxury, popularity, fame, favorable tourist spot. There are many luxury fashion brand head shops like Chanel, Vlogari, Dior etc., and expensive jewelry shops like Tiffany, Mikimoto etc., expensive restaurants, cafes and bars and others including reasonable price shops, restaurants, or so. Ginza itself is very attractive town though. Here is also surrounded other famous areas like Tsukiji in east where there are many food shops, restaurants as Tsukiji Outer Market even after Tsukiji Fish Market relocated to Toyosu, Nihonbashi and Tokyo Station where there are historical and famous shops, restaurants, or so and historical saved and restored Tokyo Station in north, Emperor Residence in Hibiya in west where big merchant building with upper office floor opened last year, which means Ginza is in a good place to use various features for gathering many people. In a place like Ginza, there would appear many companies and people that would like to start their business like shops, restaurants, cafes, bars, even development or so, which means there has possibility to become chaotic because their purpose is to rise sales and profit as much as they can. However, when a place has an aim to be one of the best tourist spots in the world, it would not be sure whether keeping chaotic without any limitation would work or not. Chaotic place is sometimes fun, but a place like Ginza would need to have consistent strategy and marketing to certainly become one in terms of keeping Ginza style under Ginza rule, which would become their strength. Basically, the same real estate does not exist, even similar one could exist. That is why it is important to keep Ginza style to be differentiated from others. Ginza Design Council has very significant roles through their activities in the sense. In this session, it was said the council mainly focus on creating bustling with customer view like window shopping, walkable streets, so that the council has paid attention to align constructions wall for that purpose. In fact, for design, a detailed thing like that would be one of the points to be differentiated, because that kind of detailed could finally produce comfortable and joyful impression and atmosphere to anyone coming to Ginza, which means the council has created the strength steadily.